Oh, it's you.
Portal 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. Its witty dialogue, mind-bending gameplay, and engaging story all come together to create one of the most enjoyable gaming experiences available. That is why I've decided to adapt one of its cutscenes into a comic for my final major project. The comic will be from 6 to 10 pages long and will follow the cutscene where the main character, Shell, is betrayed by a former ally, Wheatley, after putting him into a position of power. I also intend to edit the comic in Premiere Pro to add motion and voice acting from the original game's cutscene, if I have time to. While this project is not inspired by any of the previous projects I've worked on, it is inspired by work I do in my own time, and I intend to use the same software and hardware that I use in my personal projects as well. As someone who reads a lot of comics, I'm greatly inspired by the works of Guillermo del Toro, mostly their colouring, line work and proportions, as well as the paneling and layout from the Portal Labrat comic that already exists. My target audience for this project are people between the ages of 14 to 19 that enjoy the game I am adapting and also enjoy comics. I've chosen this age range as I am not fully sure that people under the age of 14 would fully appreciate the art and effort that went into creating it. During my research stage, I surveyed people in class to see what types of comics they usually enjoy. What I found is that out of the people who do read comics in my class, a majority of them read comics that just have the line art, although I intend to have colour and shading in my project, and that the parts of the comic they enjoys most was the artwork. I also researched into different styles of comics such as graphic novels, manga and webcomics to see which elements of which I should use in my own comic, as well as mise-en-scène to understand how the elements surrounding the subject of each panel can add to the storytelling of the comic. For my planning, I intend to plan the page count and content for each page, as well as planning some of the paneling and creating character reference sheets. I hope you consider my concept viable, and I am determined to make sure that my final project comes out great.